Hey everyone, it's Tracy. I just wanted to do a video tonight picking up on the theme of gems. I recently created a couple cards that I really enjoy using a couple different elements. This is a sentiment from Stamplerations. It says sparkle like a gem. And then I stamped in the background using this one aspect of this Jill Bean Hampton Art stamp set. There's a gem right here, and I'm not sure where I got this from. I may have picked this up at Tuesday morning. Sorry, I don't know for sure where this came from, but it's got the gem, and I used the gem to make my background paper. Okay, and then I just used a piece of glitter paper, and then on the inside I had another stamp set that I picked up at Tuesday morning, and it had some quotes that were spiritual, and this one says, "She is more precious than rubies," from Proverbs 3:15. So, and then I also made, using the Stamplerations sentiment, diamonds are made under pressure. Same idea. Made my own background paper, used glitter paper. On the inside, it says, "You are a gem." And I had some paper left over, so I just trimmed the side with that paper. This also came from a set that I purchased at Tuesday morning. I can't remember which set it was, but I can link it. I can list it down in my description. So I was able to put together, some cute cards based on a couple different card sets that I picked up. What I want to do now is, I had created this background paper using the gem. I would like to color these in to create my final card in this series of 3 cards. I love jewelry, so making cards with jewelry theme is fun for me. What I thought I would do is look to my Copic markers and try to find a marker that matches the birthstones. I've always been really interested in birthstones and what the meaning of the stones are and what each month has. So I was able to go through my Copic markers, and I colored out the different colors to make sure that I was getting a match. And I think I've come up with a pretty good list. I will tell you that these markers are a combination of Nuvo, Copic, and Style File. So this, I just, from my own stash, this is what I came up with that I thought would be nice to represent the different birthstones. Okay. So first is January, and that's garnet. And I found this color. It's called Black Cherry, and it's a Nouveau alcohol marker. The second is Amethyst, and I had a Copic marker with the color of V09 Violet, and I thought that would be good for Amethyst. I'm going to try to keep these in order off to the side. Third is Aquamarine, which is for March. This is also a Copic marker. It is B04 Tahitian Blue. And basically these are just what I had. I'm sure that there's other colors out there that actually more closely match the actual birthstones, but I had to, use what's in my stash. The month of April is Diamond, and I don't have anything that would be diamond, so I thought I would use these crystal drops by Nuvo. They dry clear, but they have sparkle all through them. So I thought for April would try that. May is Emerald, and I have this green Copic marker, and the color is G06 Nile Green. So I'm going to use that for my emerald. June is another tricky one to pick. It's Pearl. And I do have Brutus Monroe Pearl Aqua pigments, but I don't know how that would show up. It might be visible enough, but in my research I found that June has a backup color of Birthstone. It's called Alexandrite, which I love the name Alexandrite. And I have this style file marker number 560, and it is called Indian Blue. So that reminded me of Alexandrite. July is Ruby, and I have a Copic marker here, and the color is R29 Lipstick Red. So I picked that for the Ruby. August is Peridot, and I have a style file marker number 666 Yellow Green. September, Sapphire. I have a Copic marker B28 Royal Blue. Pick that one for the Sapphire. October is another tricky one. The actual birthstone for October is Opal. And again, it's hard for me to figure how to do Opal with my Copics. But October has sort of a backup stone. It's called Tourmaline, and it's pink. And so I have this style file marker, and it's number 450. Pale purple, but it looks really pink on my paper, so I went with that one. November has both citrine and topaz. Citrine, is very lemony color, very yellowish. I'm sure there's other colors of citrine, but when you think of citrine, topaz is more of a golden color. So I have this Nouveau marker, and the number is 404, and the color is butterscotch. So I'm going to use that. And finally, December has a couple different stones associated with it. One of them is blue zircon. And so I have a Copic marker. This is Copic sketch marker. And it's number B05. It looks like it says Princess Blue. Either Princess or Process or Progress Blue. That's terrible. I can't read those little letters. Okay, but the number is B05. All right. So I stamped the gems using my Brutus Monroe Raven detail ink. I'm sorry I'm really stuffy today, folks. I'm going to try not to sniffle too much and sound stuffy on the video. And I wanted to do a live, but I found that my internet connection isn't very strong, and it causes a lot of buffering and a lot of interference. And I realized today how slow my internet connection is. When we were at Merit Badge University today for my son at West Virginia University, down at WVU down in Morgantown, West Virginia. And I had recorded a video the other night, about 17 minutes long. I had tried to upload it to YouTube for several days. I could not get it to upload. While I was down at WVU, I connected to their guest network, and I'm not kidding you, it uploaded within 10 minutes and it was posted. So, unfortunately, where I live, we don't have many options for internet high speed. We don't even have cable TV options where I live. We have to go with the dish. So, I don't see my future changing when it comes to internet carriers. We have what they call DSL, which is sort of like the next step up from dial-up. So I thought, well, it's going to impact my ability to do lives if my internet connection still remains slow. By the way, this is what I think it looks like garnet. It's the black cherry, number 381 by Nouveau. So I'm going to have to call tomorrow and see if they could run a ticket to see if there's something slowing it down. because I do like to do lives. I like to get your comments and your suggestions. But I don't want to do lives and be inconveniencing everybody to a buffering and slow video speed and not being able to understand what it is that I'm working on because the video freezes. So this is the color I picked for Amethyst. Oh, it is a very dark purple. Did not realize it was that dark. I have a couple other purples that aren't quite as dark. But Amethyst does look a little bit lighter than this. It's not quite this dark purple. That's almost black. So I'll have to see if I can find a different color. I have several other purples. All right, so we're putting this one to the side, and I'm going to try to find a different purple. Okay, next we're going to do the aquamarine, which I like amethyst. It's my mom's birthstone, and it's my son's. And I love aquamarine because that is my birthstone. Such a pretty blue color. Aquamarine can look so pale depending on the cut and whatever. It can almost look like a clear stone, but they're prettiest when they have a little bit of that blue in them. Okay, April is diamond, so we will hold off on that. May is emerald. So I'm just doing these in order across from left to right. There's no rhyme or reason for that, but to help prevent smearing, I thought I would start at the top and work my way down to the bottom. Okay, that's a pretty green. Emerald is also a family member, my sister who passed away. It was her birthstone, Emerald. Her birthday was in May. Okay, June again is pearl, but it's also alexandrite, which is a deep blue. So we've got this style file blue, Indian blue. It's very dark, very, gemstone quality color. When I was picking these out, I thought how the 12 monthly birthstones, some of them are very pale, and some of them are, a deep dark hue, which reminds you of when somebody says, oh, well, it's decorated in gemstone colors, reminds you of the darker gemstones. July is ruby. And my, I should have moved it over one because it's right beside garnet, but that's okay. My grandmother on my dad's side was born in July, and so her birthday, she's long passed away. Her birthday was, her stone was ruby. So I'll always think of her whenever I think of rubies. And that's a pretty red. August, peridot. Peridot just reminds me of a greenish yellow. So this color of a style file marker is yellow-green. And so it's a little bit more on the green side than the yellow side, but that's all right. It'll all look nice in the end. I'm not going to stress about it. September is sapphire. September is my husband's birthday. And so I'm familiar with sapphire being the birthstone for September. Another nice deep dark hue we have here. Okay, and then October is opal, but also tourmaline, and so pink is represented for October. And also, you can get pink cubic zirconia for people whose birthday is in October. My sister, my other sister, I have two sisters, one that passed away, she's older than me, and then my younger sister, she is born in October, as well as my dad. And so we'll get her different things that are pink, or obviously we like to get her things with opal, which is her true birthstone. but sometimes the pink, and it looks nice on her too. Okay, so this is November, and this is Topaz. And that is a very pretty color. And then finally, we have December, Blue Zircon. Let me see here. I'll put him over here. So, or put the Blue Zircon over here. So I've got a lot of blues here. And I need to find a different purple. One that's not as dark as that I had originally picked out for Amethyst. But I like this blue. That turned out nice. Alright, so let me grab my Copic markers and my other alcohol markers. And let's try to find a purple that is nice, but maybe not quite as dark as the color I had originally picked out. Let me just grab a piece of scrap paper here. Okay, this is a Copic sketch marker, and the color is, oh, it's Amethyst. Imagine that. Sometimes things work out, right? Okay, I think that would be our true Amethyst color. Ha ha ha. Very good. The one I had picked up here was Violet, so this is Amethyst. And yeah, definitely reminds me of a true Amethyst color. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm trying to keep these in order by month so I can make sure that I try to rotate through them. Okay, going back to March. I think this will make a nice background. I should be able to make 2 cards from this, depending on how I cut it. Okay, and then April, Diamond, Emerald is for May. Okay. If we were live, I would ask you all to tell me what your birthstone is. And do you have any jewelry of your birthstone? I think it brings you good luck to wear, you know, your birthstone. All right, so we've got the Alexandrite, and I'm going to bump it down a little bit in the order here so I don't have so many blues clustered together. I'm not that familiar with Alexandrite. I'll have to do a little bit more research on that stone. Oh, also December, Lucky December, they have Tanzanite as well as an option. So they have Blue Zircon or Tanzanite, which I don't have any markers that are anywhere near Tanzanite. Okay, where was I? Alexandria. Now we're going to do Ruby. And I do love the Tanzanite jewelry. I think it's beautiful. I have a couple pieces with rings and earrings and a couple necklaces. Some of my favorite pieces are Tanzanite because it looks purple, and I love the color purple. Purple's my favorite color. All right, we're going to go in with August Peridot. Peridot, I guess is the proper pronunciation. Okay. And then September Sapphire. I'm bumping into that again with the blue, so I'll put it over here, which it's still near a blue, but not right beside the Alexandrite, which is close to this color. I'm trying to color them in a way that when you look at it, you see a rainbow of colors, not just a bunch of different colors clustered together. So not just a bunch of blues all together. Okay, so I just did Sapphire. Next is October, which is that pretty pink. Hopefully I'm still on screen and not sliding down off screen. Oh, that's pretty. November, Topaz. Excuse me. And December, blue zircon. Put it over here, away from the other blues. Okay. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to try to learn how to edit my videos so that I can speed them up so that you don't have to watch every last detail of my coloring. This is garnet for January. Okay, just a little tired tonight. We had a very big day at the Merit Badge University. It's about 75 miles of a drive for us to get to West Virginia University. And it was really cold in the buildings, and my husband and son went into the classroom. His class was citizenship in the community, and the classroom that they were in was cold. And then I sat out in the hallway because I was working on some items that I need to get done for my job. So I thought that's a good time to get caught up on some computer work. And it was so cold, and it's no wonder that my throat is scratchy and my nose is runny. The lobby area where I sat, it was as if a wind tunnel. You could actually hear the wind like rushing under the door jamb, and this is even when it was closed. So it's a cold, bitter day here today, and I think being so cold like that really took my energy out of me. Plus the fact that I think I have a head cold, and it's definitely slowing me down. But not going to stop me. I'm going to keep on keeping on. And make cards. I love to do the card making, that's for sure. Okay, now that was November, and December is the blue zircon. Okay, make sure I have the right color here. Oh, I might have to skip this couple of these blues since I have so many blues. Blues definitely dominate the birthstone jewelry colors. Alright, so I'm going to take a pause and just look at it from afar just to get an idea of what color might be missing, what I need a little bit more of to create some balance, excuse me, and to make sure that I don't have too many of one color. I like the reds. I think that I could use some more ruby. This looks like it needs to be colored in a little bit darker. So I'm just going to go over this. This is the black cherry that I picked out for garnet. Well, that looks much better. And it looks like we could use another pink over here. Tourmaline, that is. Tourmaline. And this pretty peridot color. I think peridots are so pretty, and they are. I don't know anybody in my family that has peridot, but I think they're really pretty, especially around St. Patrick's Day. All right, so back down over here to this end, probably a topaz, maybe. And then we're going to have to pop in some amethyst, because I only have two that are colored in purple, you know, representing the amethyst. So we'll go over here and use the amethyst, number V17 of the Copic sketch. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, it's difficult for me to do lives because my internet connection is so choppy. And as far as uploading goes, I think I'm just going to have to go somewhere that has public Wi-Fi and upload my videos the next day, because I could not believe how quickly the video that I created a couple days ago, how quickly it updated and uploaded when I logged on to the guest Wi-Fi at the rec center, the recreation center. By the way, West Virginia University campus is beautiful. It's a big, beautiful campus in the mountains. You can look out any direction and see the pretty mountains. And the rec center that we were in, it's gigantic. It has a swimming pool and all kinds of different amenities. Rock wall climbing. The scouts could have stayed today and utilized the facilities at that building, but we were so tired. I'm really tired right now, and it's only 9 o'clock. And I even slept on the way home from West Virginia because I was tired. And being in the cold, I think it really zaps you. Okay, now we're getting down to the end of our last couple. And it looks to me like we could probably use another aquamarine, because we only have, like, I think 2 of those. So, no, that's blue zircon. I think I might have got my blues mixed up. This one is actually aqua. Oops. Okay, then. Let's see here. We got our red. We have... Let's do another topaz. Okay, let's see here. Probably sapphire. Don't want to overlook sapphire. Right. And let me see here. Let's put another amethyst in there. It's always hard to decide the last couple, I think, anyways. Trying to balance it out so that, you know, nice representation of the different birthstones. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left. I want to save diamond, so I'm going to leave a couple blank for diamond. I'll probably leave these 2 blank for diamond because I'm thinking the way the stamps are laid out, I'm going to have to cut it this way and maybe this way, or maybe just this way, in order to get enough of a background to, for somebody to be able to create a card from this, which I'm more than happy to create a card with this later once I have a chance to upload this video and make sure that the information is being shared and people are benefiting from it. Okay. Yeah, this has definitely been a big Boy Scout weekend for us. Tomorrow at church is Boy Scout Sunday, so Scouts are going to help with the service. Okay. This is the B05. I can't see if it says Process Blue or Precious Blue or Progress Blue. Well, okay. Don't want to fall asleep on y'all, but I am getting drowsy. Coloring relaxes me. Definitely. Oops, I meant to leave one of those blanks for the diamond, and I forgot. What I'll do is leave the bottom 4 blank for diamond. Okay. So there you have it. You've got we've got a background paper, homemade, with different colors to reflect the birthstones and the months of the year. So thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll be able to connect again real soon and be able to create a card using this gem inspired background. Thanks everybody for watching. Take care. Bye bye.